Hello and welcome back to Prey. What are we doing? Well, I don't think we're getting into the morgue right now. I'm not sure if... I mean, this one isn't even hackable. So I think I have to find the card. The question is where the card is. You would kind of think that I would have found the card maybe in the morgue, but I don't know. I assume there's not another. Oh, you know what? There's a door on this side, I think. Wait a minute, I don't recognize this. But this would be the way through. I don't even know what you're supposed to do with these doors. I mean, they're broken, but you can't smash them. So, what? You repair them or what? I was thinking that there was a... Hold on, isn't the bathroom? Yeah. Hold on a second. Is this... No, I've been in here. Yeah. For some reason I don't distinctly recall... I think at the time I didn't realize I could break my way through that. Or it was open, but I thought it was open before. Well, that's weird. Okay. So I've got another gun, but I can't pick it. Why would it have... two? I mean, I can... Material yield versus dismantle results. Hold on. Oh. So dismantle is a separate ability. Alright, maybe I'll just come back for that at some point, but... Hold on. So you... Okay, fuck you, game. So you're willing to use G sometimes, but then, one, why would you not just make it F and hold like you have for everything else? And also, if you're willing to use G, why won't you spread more of the other keys out? Why only for this one particular thing? Okay, I was thinking maybe I could punch a hole in a wall or something. For some reason I was thinking there, I think it was the bathroom in the previous area. There was the, like, stack of shit that I had to get out of the way if I wanted to get through. Really, I have to imagine there's got to be a tool I need or something. It just seems weird, right? Rather than just locking it. I don't suppose there's another... Maybe I can... Can I get in here some way from the second floor? I appreciate that even though that this is consuming my stamina to run, that it is, it uses relatively little, so I can sprint for a decent amount of time. I don't think I can get in there. Alright. Alright. In that case, I think I'm just going to have to postpone that side quest for right now. Till further notice. Hold on just a second. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm kind of curious when these regen, or if they regen for that matter. Could somebody reset that shit, please? It's an eyesore. Okay, so now I have... Interesting. Interesting, okay. Alright. The amount that you get to refine... I'm not sure how I feel about this whole harvest crap to get more... to do crafting, and you harvest so much for so little resources. It feels very video gamey to me. Huntress Boltcaster. Ooh, that is not what I expected that to be. You know what? I kind of appreciate that it has a sort by size option. I don't think I've seen any other game ever do that. Alright, well, that at least opens up my inventory. Well, it doesn't actually open my inventory up that much. Alright, well... I don't really... Like, it warned me about the armor thing, but what is... Like, it didn't give me numbers, right? It doesn't tell me how much reduction it's actually doing. I mean, unless that number is literally, like... It's only 59% effective right now. But if that were the case, you'd think they'd make that clear. Probably not, though. Okay, I do have 6 of these now, so... Alright, and it seems to do one full pip. So, so you don't differentiate the alcohol, huh? Alright. I'm excited to get a shotgun eventually. So should I scrap the glue cannon and then go pick up the other one? I feel like that's a very... That's a more confident move than I feel comfortable with. But I have to assume there's got to be multiple of these around. If there's more than one, then there's probably more than 2, is basically my point. It's not, you know, it's not Half-Life gravity gun. It's, you know, it's a regular thing around the station. All right. Let's go get us our other one back. I'm sure now that I've thrown it away, I'm going to desperately need it in a moment. Nope. Wrong hallway again. It would be pretty funny if I reached for that glue gun and it turned into a mimic. Then I'd be double fucked. Really seems kind of weird that I mean, he did have a whole bunch of stuff on him, but it seems weird that that would be the only thing in here. And then there's other stuff that I'm just not like, why would I be able to move this table? What would be the use for that, basically, you know? Oh. What? Hold on. Okay, I have to equip it. Is that highlight? Okay, so I really don't like that. It's got the little beeps and boops, but they're more artistic than meaningful. You know, normally you have for interface you have a certain tone for affirmative and a certain tone for negative. This is just random. I think the indicator is the lighting, but then why is this? So these have numbers. Why are you like this? Maybe if I do menu first? Favorite? But it still doesn't have a number. Have I lost my mind? Oh, I have to assign it. Yikes, guys. How can you have this many interfaces and none of them are the same? None of them, like, follow the same logic. Ugh. Okay. Alright. We'll be okay. Alright. Wait a minute. Am I going the right way? How do I... Operator Spencer. Security oh, that was a special computer. It was a security station that I was looking at. Okay. Okay, so I need to go up a level. How did I not go in there before? Oh, no, I did, because this is the bridge. Okay. I think I just ignored the door. Trying to use the wrong button to melee, because melee should have its own button, not be relegated to an item. Are you like, really? I don't even get like a, you know, club with the heel of the gun swing or something, you know? Just seems like something that might be necessary from time to time. Kind of thing that other games include. Okay. That was, yeah. Been up here before. Was this just locked before, or did I have the option and then I opted not? I think I was here and I just opted not to. Alright. What have we got? Well, this is interesting. Um, Really? I was about to compliment how much detail they put into all these locations. Combat, sneak attacks. Press control to sneak if you wish to avoid direct confrontation. While sneaking, you move silently and can hide behind cover to avoid being spotted. As enemies detect you, a meter will appear over them. White means they are suspicious, red means you're busted. Unaware enemies take more damage from your attacks. I mean, guys, I've been at this for a couple of hours. Oh. Cool.
Logging self-diagnostic. Files corrupted. List series.
What the fuck? Man. Will you all get your shit under control, please? Terraforming Mars. Have I already read this? I feel like I have. Maybe not. But the cost of these Mars installation, extra from an article on the colonization of Mars by Dan Owsley. But the cost of these Mars installations and their continued maintenance is staggering, and their Spartan shells are a far cry from the idyllic colonies pictured by turn-of-the-century inspirational space tourism posters. All that might be about to change. In a rare interview, Transtar President Alex Yu reveals his vision of Mars, where families in short sleeves can picnic in a grassy field, then pick out the point of light that is Earth after the sun sets. Enabling this vision requires terraforming Mars, the most challenging engineering problem the human race has ever faced. That's an understatement. Yu presents an innocuous gray moss to me, an extremophile organism designed specifically for that purpose. Dubbed Takakia Catherine, the simple-looking plant is actually a fantastically efficient organic machine that, given enough centuries, will convert the Martian atmosphere into something that very much resembles our own. Yeah, color me suspicious. No, I wanted the... what? Oh, these interactions are... Okay, I already read that one. Can I move this at all, or no? Nope. Just... Can it see me under here? Am I about to get screwed? It is interesting to see that it appears to be corrupted with the Typhon, just like an organic thing. Oh, fuck you! You have a flamethrower? That's not fair!
Suit integrity damaged.
Yeah, no shit. What about me? What about my integrity? I don't like that it looked under the desk. Usually when you can go under a desk, it's a safe space. Q-beam weapon. Man, you're giving me all this ammo and it's filling up my inventory and I can't fire it. Oh, it's not a full pip. 25. I should have just read the thing. Okay. Well... Random asteroid fragment? Sure. That seems normal. Very suspicious, coffee cup. I know what you're up to. Too Far, Too Fast 2. Second excerpt from Commercialization of the Space Program, J.V. Edwards, Ph.D. And Johnson's term came to an end, paving the way for President Reagan. Even that... I doubt that. We'll get back to that in a second. Even then, the space race was showing signs of faltering, the eager push from previous decades being dulled by the lack of advancement that space had seemed to promise. The Soviet Union had already suffered economic collapse through similar space focus. Many in Washington and the Pentagon found further spending on the space program unpopular, giving rise to a wave of politicians, many of whom had successfully prevented U.S. involvement in Vietnam, that focused on solving problems at home. Huh. Okay, so alternate reality. JFK gets a second term. Then LBJ succeeds him anyway, which seems not impossible, but unlikely. But it's further confirmed by them not being in Vietnam. Part of the reason that a substantial reason why the reason why LBJ was in office in the first place is because he was the vice president when the president got killed. So he sort of got a free shot, it sounds tasteless, but he got a free shot at the presidency for a while. And political incumbents, at least in the United States, in high office, tend to get reelected. So is it likely that JFK would have been reelected? Yeah. Is it likely that not being in Vietnam would have made him more likely to be reelected? Yeah. Why would LBJ succeed him? It's not that he's not a viable candidate. It's just that at the time, LBJ was not like hugely charismatic or the leader that the U.S. was looking for. He was mostly the leader that the U.S. was looking for because of one, he had already been in the position, and two, they didn't really want to switch horses mid-river, to turn a phrase. He certainly has his ups and downs as a president goes. And then, as far as a question of Reagan being elected subsequently, again, not entirely impossible, but less likely if there wasn't the Vietnam War, the history of the Vietnam War, and there's already the establishment of cooperation between the Soviet Union and the United States. A lot of Reagan rhetoric goes out the window. He's probably still appealing to the people he would appeal to, but not that groundswell, I don't think would have happened. So, I don't know. Sorry for going on a random political tangent. I find alternate histories and things like that fascinating, but I feel like they're often not that well thought through. Excuse me just a second. Oh, gotta get some water. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So, it's an interesting idea. I don't know if it holds up. I suppose it's simpler than, attempting to come up with a new fictional president or potential. Could you guys stop? Or finding another, somebody else from the legislative branch who might have speculatively taken either LBJ or Reagan's places. Somebody who is real but didn't, have that didn't have that position. I feel like I should be doing something with these bodies to help, like, you know, collect them. But I suppose we'll probably come back to it. Where is the music coming from? Oh, it's the speaker. I fucking heard you. Oh, or not? Or it's just sparks? What a weird little... Maybe it's for air scrubbing. Like a semi-sealed terrarium. Okay, I don't have the code for that. You know, when I think about the recycling thing in world, it makes a ton of sense. Because if you have to, well, why they're eating fresh produce, that's sort of iffy at best. But as far as, like, if you're bringing stuff into space, you use it to its fullest extent. And if you have technology that allows you to refine things and anything that's not immediately used gets like reincorporated into something else, then it makes total sense, because, you know, every pound launched into space costs a lot of money, presumably less than the alternate future, but still. So within the world, it makes a lot of sense. What doesn't make sense is why there's so much trash lying around. Like, it's one thing for, like, all these, you know, clearly post-catastrophe destruction elements, but it's like there's just banana peels everywhere. Like, not only are people not cleaning up after themselves and just putting it in a trash can, like, those things are, it's not just a matter, at that point, it's not just a matter of politeness and throwing away your trash. It's like literally your survival, potentially, to try and reincorporate those materials. You're my only hope. Hey, I sent Larson to the demo theater to see if he can sneak a bottle of old Sardar. Join us? Nikki to Hope. Demo delay. Hope, just a heads up that the RTAX propulsion system demo will have to be delayed. We're still working on a slight calibration issue in the machine shop, but it's nothing to worry about. Well, if it's going to delay the demo, I think that's something to worry about. Alright, well, oh, more shit. Boy. Hey guys, is my first usage of the neuromod gonna be to give myself additional carry weight? Well, that's a bit of a spoiler. I mean, we did already get the info that, like, such and such thing is more effective against humans, which is already a bit spoilery. But then to say, like, oh, never mind, I was misreading this. I thought it was saying it would reduce the damage from wrench attacks. My bad. Still, that original thing is a spoiler. Although I guess we knew that one guy is possessed, so we should be on the lookout for people who are possessed. I don't know. How do I expand my fucking inventory? I mean, that seems like a pretty good place to start. Walk and run without making noise. Enemy takes longer to detect you when you're sneaking or crawling. Natural lifespan increased. How does that work? If this isn't the neuromod is supposed to be a like an injectable teaching thing. So here again we get a problem of the difference between the storytelling and the like gameplay, which is that the neuromod is supposed to like give you skills at no cost, right? Like you don't have to spend time learning something. But they're also removable. So first of all, how does that work for like physical attributes? So why does it suddenly allow me to lift massive amounts of weight? Is this some, oh, you only use 10% of your brain bullshit like that, or is there something else going on? And then if it's something that literally says it increases your lifespan, what happens if you remove it? Do you just die? How does that work? Listen, I know I'm being nitpicky about something that like doesn't strictly matter. But like, you know, I'm a stickler for the continuity within a story. It's not like this is hard stuff to write. To me, it feels like a cop-out to say it's not important. It is important. The continuity of your like the consistency of your world is important. That's why when you write you write a story, you at the very least think about elements. At the very least, you think about elements that are not directly in the story but inform information about the story. Stuff as big as like the era that it's set in or the technology that's available, down to like how people feel about certain social things or whatever, like really minute stuff. And that may never come up in the story, but you have to write it anyway. Because if you don't, you'll end up with inconsistencies that you didn't realize you were writing in because you were thinking too much about the core story. And this is the same sort of thing, you know? I hate to whip out the ludonarrative dissonance card, but it's there. Anyway, would you guys chill the fuck out? Alright, well, it looks like I have to go in there. My inventory is still fucking full. I don't see a neuromod that gives me... Like, I'm skimming these, but like... No. How am I missing this? Is it something dumb like suit modification skill increases inventory size? Okay, why would you not say that on the skill? Oh, it does say that. I just missed it. How did I miss that, actually? Apparently I'm bad at skimming. Well, I'm gonna get this skill at some point anyway, so... Oh, no, I don't like this. No, no, don't like that. Not one bit. Nope, I'm not looking. No, thank you. We good?
I knew you would pick that.
Did you? Did you, January? Because I didn't know I was going to pick that. It was more convenience than anything. I've got 5. Okay. That seems cool. I'm glad it doesn't show the thing every single time. Ugh. Well, that's not what I want to do. Why is it the same button? Do they seriously run like these big conduit tubes or air vents or whatever like this? With all this like... Alright, you know what? This episode's gone on a really long time, but I have one more nit to pick. Listen, guys, you built a massive space station, and given the cost of construction in space, the fact that you imported or exported, however you want to think about it, all this hardwood up to the space station to make it look pretty, that is absurd. And then you ruined it by not running the conduits properly. So, I don't know. Make up your mind. It seems weird. Alright, anyway. This has been a really long episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys for more of this next time.